What if a Shaolin monk trained in ancient martial arts suddenly had to survive the chaos of a modern high school? Today, we dive into the action-packed world of the Shaolin Boy, where tradition meets trouble, and every lesson could be a fight for survival. The film begins with a boy named Li, who is training in Kung Fu at a Shaolin monastery. He's about to do something that might not be entirely right. Suddenly, a warrior attacks Li from the side. Caught off guard, Li manages to block the blow. The warrior throws him against the wall, but Li quickly bounces back. Next, a swordsman challenges him, but Li skillfully defeats him as well. In the end, Li emerges victorious. Li leaves the temple with his head bowed. His teacher tells him that he achieved the highest score in the examination and now has the opportunity to attend a new school in the city. Li sets off for the city. At the new school, there's a 15-year-old boy named Fang, a talented taekwondo athlete. Fang's younger sister, Shane, adores her brother. The school's taekwondo club is very popular, and Fang and his friends are well known among the students. Li is going to stay at Lan's house. Lan's father, Dr. Han, is a hardworking scientist whose wife passed away years ago. Dr. Han is developing a special device that has caught the attention of local criminals. Although Dr. Han tries to stay in touch, Lan is unhappy because her father is rarely home. The box Dr. Han sends home actually contains the device the criminals want to steal. When Li arrives at Lan's house, she shows him his room. Meanwhile, Dr. Han is kidnapped by the goons. The criminals claim that Dr. Han is working on technology that allows children to communicate with their mother's voice through a robot. But Li is skeptical. Footage reveals that the device is at Dr. Han's house. Two bumbling henchmen, Sloppy and Fist, are assigned to steal it. Excited for their first mission as hooligans, they head to Lan's house. Meanwhile, Li is adjusting to city life. He notices Lan watching a taekwondo match and becomes interested in the sport. When Lan activates a panda-shaped device, she's prompted to set a password. Unknowingly, she sets it and soon discovers that the panda contains her mother's artificial intelligence. The next morning, Li heads to school with Yu and Lan. The two goons spot the children and decide to put their plan into action. One of them notices the panda's chain on Lan's bag. Li, quick on his feet, catches the goon, and with Fang's help, they teach him a lesson. However, the goon remains persistent, and the teacher intervenes, telling them to settle their disputes during recess. During recess, the coach announces that everyone's agility will be tested next month. Anyone who fails won't advance to the next class. Yu, who is overweight, becomes anxious. During the 100-meter race, Li finishes 2 laps ahead of everyone else. He does over 100 push-ups, even switching to one hand while the other students struggle to do even 2. Impressed by his skills, the other children cheer him on. That night, the two goons break into Lan's house. Li spots them, hides behind a toy, and tries to scare them off. However, they soon see him and attack. In the chaos, Lan accidentally grabs a perfume bottle that looks like the one on the panda's chain. Larry, the mastermind behind the theft, needs to sell the device to a company within 3 days and is growing desperate. Enraged, he attacks the two goons who are actually disguised as girls. The goons see the panda on Lan's bag and wait for the right moment to steal it. Meanwhile, Li and Fang face off in a match, and during the fight, Fang's wig comes off. The match is intense, but eventually they decide not to hurt each other and call it a draw. Later, the goons threaten a girl and steal the panda device. The children report the theft to the principal and call the police, explaining everything. Larry finally gets his hands on the device and runs a program on his computer, but he doesn't know the password. He hires programmers to try to unlock it. Larry's frustration peaks when he sees a message from Lan on Dr. Han's phone, asking her father to come home for her birthday. Meanwhile, Li and his friends spot Lan in a van and chase after her on their bicycles. They all arrive at Dr. Han's lab, searching for Lan. Larry and his business partner argue, and at that moment, the program starts running. Outside, the two goons are guarding the base. Li and Fang quickly defeat them, but then face Larry's henchman Bradley. As Larry tries to escape with a bag containing a flash drive, Dr. Han, Yu, and Lan team up and stop him. And that's the story of the Shaolin Boy, where ancient martial arts meets modern school life. What would you do if you had Shaolin skills for a day? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more movie recaps. See you in the next video.